Tinygreyponies here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be playing horse ballet and I'm going to be riding my pony and I'm going to be doing a one-day event. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so firstly I need to go and put my pony in her new stall. She's just going to stay there overnight, but I'm just going to give her a little bit of a trot around because she's been in the trailer all day. So this is a new stall and it's very nice, and she did just clip off the leader up there, but she's so well behaved that she won't do anything. She just gets settled in places very nicely and she won't do anything naughty. I've just got a bucket from the tank room and I'm going to go fill it up in the well because it's been quite a while since she had a drink. So whilst Pebble has a drink, I thought I'd take some time to tell you about her. So she's obviously a mare, as you can see here, and she is 9 years old and she loves doing dressage. She's Andalusian cross Frisian, which are both my ponies, which is a pony called Candy and a pony which has just currently been sold, called Walter. But they're both really good ponies, so therefore obviously they make a really good pony as well. Where we're staying is a really good stable. So they do have 2 wash bays, so I'm going to go and give Pebble a bath so that she's looking all fancy for the show. But luckily she is a native breed, so I don't have to put her up very thankfully, because we do not have time for that, because if you look it's already getting to 27 I mean. So she's just having a quick shower and I did already groom her before we came, but I'm still going to groom her tomorrow morning. She'll know better now, so it's not a bit of a hassle in the morning. So now she's had a bath and she needs to walk back to her stable, but here's me deciding if I want to keep her in a field out there, or if I want to put her in a stable, because she's going to get really muddy if she goes on the field, which I really don't want, but then she might be a bit excited, but I know Pebble, she probably won't be excited, so I think that I'm just going to keep her in a stable for tonight, and then maybe take her for a trot round in the morning, just so that she's not too hyper. Yeah, so I've put her in a stable now, and I'm going to go and just say goodnight to her and shut the door, obviously, because we don't want her to escape, but okay, so I've shut the door now, and then I have to stay in this inn type thing tonight, because obviously it's a stay away show and it's quite far away, but I just need to do some chores before I go. So I did muck around before, so I just go and put that in the muck heap, and then I also had to collect some water for tomorrow, because I prefer doing all this the night before, so that it doesn't get too much of a hassle in the morning, because obviously it's already getting really late, but I need to get up really early tomorrow at 3 a.m, which is stupid, but it's fine. It's really, really early, so I need to just do these chores as quick as I can. So once I did put that away, I just accidentally turned off my GoPro when I did it. So then I walked back to the inn. If you see that brown building over there, which I'm walking to, that is where I'm going, so I just need to follow the path round until I can get there. And then I've got a really nice room made for me, just like Pebble. So this is me just showing off how nice the room is. It's dead nice. And then you just go up these stairs, and then my room is room 3, which is just there. And then I'm going to see you tomorrow and I'm going to go to sleep. Okay, so it's really, really early still, but I didn't get much sleep because I was so anxious about the show. So I'm going to get out of bed in a couple of minutes and I'm going to nip downstairs, get something to eat, and then I'm going to go and see Pebble and get her tacked up and everything for the show. Okay, finally, after 30 minutes of trying to get up, I managed to get up, and because the stable is so close, I thought I'd step onto the balcony really quietly, because everyone else is usually asleep at this time, to go and see if Pebble was still in the stable, which she was. And then I've walked all the way downstairs because I'm on the other side of the room, other side of their house now. So I'm just going to nip downstairs really quietly and quickly, and then I'm going to grab some breakfast and then I'm going to go. Okay, so now I've finished with that, I need to really quickly go and get Pebble, but obviously I didn't eat too much because I never managed to do that in a show day. But now we know that Pebble would much rather have a couple more hours in bed, but we do need to get out, and it's good, luckily how good the board is here. They will muck her out for me, so I'm just going to take her to the wash bay again, just to give her a bit of a groom. I'm going to just pick out her hooves and brush her down, rather than doing the whole wash again, because there's no point. She doesn't need it. Also, ignore how this keeps glitching, but she doesn't need another bath, because I'd release all of her oils and we don't want that. So I just give her a quick brush down just to make sure that just to flick all the dirt off basically. So I do brush her twice because one's with a curry comb and then one's with a normal one, but I forgot to get the other one on video. So I just brush her down and then pick out her hooves, just because we don't want to have any stones stuck in her feet, because that really won't be comfortable, especially when she's jumping. So now I just need to tack her up, and I thought that I'd only put her saddle on today because she still has a couple hours until the show. So of course I forgot to video that, but I just put her bridle on now because it was only like an hour and a half until the show, and she's fine with her bit in because it is a pitless bridle, so she should be fine like that. Well, off camera I already had given her a bit of a warm up, but just not with me on her yet. So I'd done a bit of walk trot and then I managed to get to do a couple of shreds of canter in lead. So I just needed to, so she didn't really need a proper warm up. So I just did her a little trot up here, and then I went into the arena where you can warm up, and I just did a little canter. So I straight away just got into the arena and did a little bit of a canter. I did one on both reins, so I just did like half a loop of canter, or half a circle of canter, and then changed the rein where I just did it until the gate where I did a downward transition to I think I did it to walk, so that we would be ready to do the dressage test, because we do have a lot of direct transitions. So this is the woman Rachel who will be judging our test for our show jumping, and then we have someone else who will be judging our dressage. So she told us that we could just go in, and I was really nervous to do this because even though Pebbles is a really good pony, she is a bit unpredictable sometimes, but she's often really, really, really good. So I just walked her in and then did a little bit of a trot, and then the first jump we needed to get a good line to where I went all the way around, and then we flew over the first jump. There were a lot of tight turns in this, but we still jumped them perfectly. So I'm not the best at remembering courses, but I think if I can remember, this is a pretty good course that I did. So there was a couple doubles in it and a couple of relatively big jumps, especially for Pebbles because she's only 14.3, but she was competing against some other horses. She did slightly chip that, but she still jumped it dead nice. And then that was us finished with the course. So we trotted back to Rachel, and then we got our scores, and I think we got a 9. I think we got a 9 or maybe a 9.5, all because we chipped that jump before, because Pebbles wasn't really expecting it to be there because we usually don't jump a big course, and that was a pretty big course. So then we just did a little bit of a walk to the dressage arena, but I thought to give Pebbles a bit of a break and to dismount and take her and give her a bit of feed and then take her in a lead rope all the way up to the dressage arena, which was pretty close. So then I just popped Pebbles on a lead rope where I led her to the dressage arena, and we just spoke to the person who was taking our test, but I can't remember her name. Because we didn't do that big of a warm-up, I just decided to get off and give her a little bit more warm-up up here. So we just trotted her up here, and then we mounted from the ground because she's only tiny, so it's easy to do that. So I mounted her from the ground, and then we were told that we could start the dressage test. Since obviously I'm not wearing a full-on dressage jacket, it wasn't really a big test. It was mostly just a little simple one where we could do whichever course. It was basically freestyle. So what my course is I walk up to the centre line. Well, I walk up the centre line and then halt at P. I mean in between P and B, which is just the judge's stand. And then I needed to bow to the judge, and then I pick up trot from there, and I keep going round. So once I get to in between A, well, it's usually just A, I do a tiny, it's meant to be a 10 metre circle, but I think that was about a 5 metre circle. And then I halt so we can leg yield outwards, and then we trot in between the other leg yield, and then we halt again so we can leg yield back in. And then once we've done that, we pick up trot. Once we've got back to the edge, we pick up trot. We are meant to canter in the corner, but Pebbles does get a bit excited, but we were fine for that. So we cantered across, and then we pick up, and then we go down to trot, okay. And then once we keep going round all the way up to P, where we should halt and do a turn on the forehand. And we just do a quick change of rein using the turn on the forehand. Pebbles is still obviously mastering them because she still is pretty young. Obviously 9 isn't young, but like she's still pretty young. Before we were trying to do a water canter, Pebbles is also still mastering them. But that was a very nice transition from her. And then we had to do a little bit of a passage, which she absolutely loves. She adores doing her dressage. And then we trot up the centre line, halt, and then we have to bow to the judge, and then we have to get off, and she'll give us our scores. Pebbles was so good today, and I can't wait for our next show. So we just have to walk round and then trot again, just because we need to get there quickly. And then Pebbles did try and bolt with me there, but we did get her back pretty quickly. So I've just brought her back into a halt, a walk, and then I got off her just in case anything happened. So I put her on the lead rope, and then we walked up to the judge to find out what we got. So I'm very proud of Pebbles today. So we did get a 9, which I was absolutely over the moon with, especially for one of Pebbles' first dressage tests of the season. So I can't believe what we did, and I was so excited about this. So I know you're not really meant to get on yours when they're feeling a bit excited, but I decided just to get a bit of Pebbles' energy out. I'd quickly pop into the warm-up arena to get to again, which you're not really meant to do, but I asked the dressage instructor because she did see when she bolted before, so I did ask if I could just take her for like a really fast canter. She did decide to have a little bit of a gallop, but I just asked if we were allowed to go around this arena just because she was still feeling really, really excited and still had a lot of energy in her. And since she wouldn't be able to go in the field tonight again because she's not allowed, because she's the only mare. So we decided to trot up, and then she wouldn't really come back to a trot, but we managed to do it. So this is the end of today's video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more of these videos across the summer months or the summer holidays, please let me know in the comments and comment a horse emoji if you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.